So that's at the end of the day, that's what we want to do.
Ben Watts, product line manager for snow for Klim. The feedback is great because that's how it makes our products better. You guys are in it more than anybody else on the snow, so you guys are key to that feedback. Even when we have something to test, you know, it'd be great to get more people into that product to test.
The reason that we are all together isn't just by chance. It's because we all demand the best out of our equipment, ourself, and you know, it just reiterated it for me today. All the stuff that I do and I ride at home is to get me comfortable with being uncomfortable, and today that was pushing that, which is awesome. So you know, again, to ride with, I didn't really care what we were doing today. I didn't know what we were doing today, but I wanted to hang out with my brothers and my team and my sisters now. And just because it's, you know, we're all together because we all have the same goals, and that is to be the best. And in the end, you know, something that I truly believe in, and all whether it's my riding or my business or just whatever I'm doing, is nobody cares, work harder. And I think all of us do that. In the end, who cares? Get the job done, whether it's a fun job or not a fun job, and move forward. So that's not what I wanted to talk to you guys about, but those are some of the things I was thinking about on the hill today. It was just like, man, this is fun. This is awesome.
All right, guys. Before we get started, huge shout out to Jerry at Starting Line for building, I think, probably the most creative trophy.
Probably the best trophy I've ever won in my life. Today, I received the 2019 Backcountry Team People's Choice Award, and it was awesome. The racing was good, you know. I didn't perform to my best abilities. I mean, I gave her my best, but my sled, I'm going to blame my sled on that. For some reason, I think mine ran worse than everybody else's, but I rode the same one as Cole Wilford, and he won the class, so I think he sabotaged me. But all in all, we did get to race our own snowmobiles, and I did take the win in that, and I was really proud of that. Even though Keith Curtis didn't run, thank you, Keith. But Luke Rainey did, so remember that. I think we had like a 2002 Vertical Escape 800. We had a good sled, but they sabotaged it after Cole won. My very first brand new snowmobile was a 2004 Vertical Edge 600. I rolled it off Jackson, just about like I rolled that one today. It was a great day. We just got back from a hill climb. I was kind of worked up about coming on this ride. We've been tired. We've been working hard all for 4 weeks straight, racing hard. And I didn't want to, you know, let anybody down. And when I seen what we were doing, I'm like, this is it. I'm gonna win this thing. And I didn't, but I gave her all. And then after that, we did go on a ride, and it was awesome to see what these guys' talent is. And myself, I push the limits every day trying to keep up with them, and I love doing it.
Next one, guys, most creative line. So this one, it went to Andy. Andy, first came to dump into the trees. You know, fast, but it was certainly creative.
I got an award for best line. I kind of went around a tree and I went to throw it on its side. And like I said, the running board hit and I couldn't turn because the track came off the ground, and I went straight down. And I went through some dirt in a tree well, and my skis, like the trailing arms, barely fit through these trees. And I just pinned it and yanked it over, and it worked out. But total accident, but I'll take the trophy. I think it's cool. So we showed up at the main cabin for breakfast, and Dan's being the OG of snowmobiling and just getting us all pumped up for the day, and he's just telling us about how we're gonna go up there and ride this new technology that Justin Summers has been working with, and it's just gonna blow our minds with how much farther the snowmobile industry can go. And then, so we're all pumped to go up there, and I'm just thinking, you know, like special turbo, like a snowmobile with a short tunnel, whatever, you know. Then we get up there and the first thing I see is a bunch of snowmobiles with covers on them, and I can see the outline of like an '01 chassis, you know, like you can see the windshield in the cover and I can see the bumper, like the whole outline. And I'm like, I look at Chris and I smack him on the shoulder. I'm like, dude, these are vintage sleds. And he just looks at me like, yeah, I know, you dummy. Like, it was so funny. And I'm like, yes, this is gonna be so much fun. Like, Dan's just proving a point of how far we've came in the last 10 years, and it was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. So we all took our turns. Like, they set up a really cool course for us, and we took our turns with a stopwatch, like the old-fashioned way, and took turns racing, and it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs, and it was really cool. I was thinking like Keith, Brant, Cole, like those guys would do a little better because they grew up riding those sleds. And don't tell Brant I said this, but he didn't even make it over on the sled. It was really cool, you know. We thought maybe the hill climbers would have a little bit of an advantage because that's what we do, but I think it was a pretty even turnout, and it was really fun to do.
All right, last but not least, Joel Wilford, next on deck. Yeah. 252, fast line.
You know, I'm not big on speeches right for this, but
Can you play that?
no, you know, I'm 12 years of racing.
Is that your first trophy?
World championships won and all that. You know, being around you guys, and whether it was riding old vintage sleds or not, still means a lot, and it was pretty cool to win this. So, you know, I think it's I'll take a lot of pride in winning this. So my run was actually really good. I was kind of like nursing a little bit of a knee injury and a shoulder injury, so wasn't quite sure how it was going to go. Dan Adams and the Klim team had set up this course that was pretty technical considering the circumstances. You had to go across the side hill and stuff, and numerous areas, and navigate trees. And I mean, these sleds are just not capable like the sleds we ride today. So I was kind of didn't know what was going to happen, but I had picked out my lines just like I would on the Rimshaw race course, and I followed Keith, and I knew he was going to do a fast time, and it just kind of put me in that moment. And I don't know, the competitive juices got flowing, and I ended up hitting all the lines that I wanted to, and actually ended up beating him and his time, which ended up being the fastest time of the day. So I couldn't be more proud of this trophy right here, considering the group of riders that, you know, I was amongst today. Oh man, well, first of all, I mean, what a great bunch of guys to be around. You know, every year at the Klim Backcountry team ride, we just, you know, we have a gathering of athletes that truly just, you know, share a passion for pushing the envelope of what our industry can be and what it will eventually become. And to be around a group of guys like that is just so special. And we got surprised today with a hill climb, and we've never done that before on this ride. And not only was it a hill climb, but it was a hill climb with vintage sleds. And so it was really neat to get the athletes kind of, you know, out of our comfort zones, and push us back in time and see, you know, if we could put our skills that we ride the sleds that we have today to the test with old equipment that, you know, we grew up on as kids, or, you know, knew of our family members like our dads and stuff that used to ride. So it was a really fun day. And you know, I had a blast. It was pretty cool deal.
Today was amazing. It was nothing that I expected, that's for sure. We did some races on some old sleds, and then we also did a double race, so 2 people on one sled, and we also did a race on our own sled, which definitely went a lot better. The old sleds aren't even comparable to the new ones. It is insane the improvements that they have made, and even the last 10 years, it's just a whole different thing now.
We're a pretty valuable resource to Klim, and big props to Klim for being the family that they are. And thank you, John. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, this whole crew.